What's up, everybody? Welcome back to FNG Academy. Buck here from Green Beret, here to help you guys get selected. Alright guys, in this video we're going to talk about excuses. But first I just want to say I just got back from Montana filming an episode of Cleared Hot with Andy Stump, and it was awesome. I had a great time really opening it up and talking to him about my whole story basically. So it got deep. I hope you guys like it. Make sure you can go and check it out as soon as it drops in a couple weeks. Second thing, I took note to all the comments that you guys left while I was gone about videos that you want to see, and trust me, we're going to hit every single one of them. I appreciate you guys. So thank you, and do me a favor, let's get 500 likes on this video and hit that subscribe button. The growth of this channel has been amazing, and it's only creating more opportunity for me to give back to you guys. Alright guys, so let's talk about excuses. I need to kind of open up with you guys a little bit so you understand more of who I am, where I came from, and why you take information from me. So you guys know that I was a Green Beret. That's awesome. Whatever. It is what it is. There's a lot of Green Berets out there. I'm not trying to say I was anything special. You know that I got my education, associate's, bachelor's, and finishing up my master's degree now. And I've run the ultra marathons. I've written a book. So resume, there it is. Cool. But what you don't know is where I started. I grew up in a trailer on welfare. My first time being shot at was by a drug dealer that my mom ripped off when I was about 8. The only reason that the bullet didn't go into my chest was because it hit the emblem on the back of the car and deflected into the trunk of the car. I was kidnapped when I was young by a gang member who threatened to kill my whole family if I told anybody. He said he was going to shoot the house up with my family inside. You know, left without food by my mom for, weeks on end because she was a drug addict. And my dad left when I was 1. So it matters where you start in life. You could be standing in a formation shoulder to shoulder with guys and you feel like you're all on the same page. You all made it to the same level. You're donning your Green Berets. You're donning your tan berets. You're graduating college. But you know what? There's a story behind every single one of those berets and every single one of those diplomas that may go back way farther than you had to, or you may go back way farther than they had to. And those things matter. And the point of me telling you this is so all the excuses that you are potentially making for yourself are only hurting the outcome of your lives. I don't give a shit if your dad was a dick, or your mom was addicted to drugs, or you got your ass beat by gangsters, or you got in fights a lot and you got in trouble and you had the handcuffs on more than one occasion. It is what it is. The question is, how are you going to use that experience to grow, to hit your goals, and to make your life everything that you want it to be and break those cycles? My daughter will not have to know what it's like to grow up without money, on welfare, without food, and without a parent that is educated and responsible. She won't know that. I broke that cycle. I didn't let my childhood become an excuse for me to become a fucking loser. So I'm looking at you guys today and I'm bringing this to you because you need to start understanding who is giving you this information and why. Yeah, it's cool as a Green Beret, but there's so much more to my story and why I try to help you guys than the fact that I made it through special operations. So any of the excuses you have to not be going to selection, to not be going to school, to not be a better person, you're trying to blame the fucking government's drama. You're trying to blame the fact that your dad left or whatever the case. You need to let that shit go. You need to understand that where you end up in life is entirely up to you and is your responsibility. So if you're short of where you want to be, fucking take responsibility for that. Look yourself in the mirror and say, you know what? I'm fucking this up. And I need to do better. If you're not happy with where you sit right fucking now, then you need to go change it. I tell you guys that I moved on from special operations. I moved on from law enforcement. But those experiences shaped the person that I am today, giving you this information. Without those experiences, I wouldn't have anything to bring to the table to you guys. So those experiences were invaluable to me. And they were some of the best experiences I've had in my life. But the minute that those things became a hindrance on who I was and who I wanted to be, I moved on. If you're not happy with where you are, you need to fucking fix it. And stop having fucking excuses of why you can't do something or why you weren't the one and why it was somebody else. There is no reason that I should be sitting here talking to 41,000 people if you look at the way I grew up and where I started. There's no reason that I should have a book or an education or not be in jail or have a fucking Green Beret sitting on my shelf that I earned. So stop with the excuses. If you want something, go get it. Buck out.
And I can't see it clearly, but it's obvious. I know.